There have been so many emails that have gone out in the last few days and weeks that I thought it might be helpful if I sit down in front of a camera and record some thoughts and messages to you all. It's currently 5 o'clock on Saturday. If you haven't heard by now from our other communications, tomorrow morning is the last time we're going to gather for worship as a church for a few weeks. Bishop Rob Hirschfeld, has described it as a Lenten practice to take Sabbath and kind of to step back. All of this, of course, to do our small part in what we can do to lengthen the curve, as you've heard it discussed, to slow the spread of the coronavirus. So tomorrow morning, we will gather for worship at 8 and 10 o'clock. We will sit at least 4 feet apart from one another if you're not in the same family household, to practice social distancing. There should be no pressure to come to church tomorrow. If you're sick or even just not feeling like leaving the house, stay home. We'll record the sermon. We'll put the audio up on YouTube and our website. I want to just take a moment and speak to some of the anxiety that's out there. I know I'm feeling it. I know you're feeling it. Regardless of if you're in church tomorrow or not, your community is praying for you and with you. And I hope you're praying for us too. There's a lot going on right now. I found it best to stay off of the internet if I can, particularly off Facebook. We accept things we cannot change, and I think there's a lot of messaging on Facebook and the social media that kind of reminds us of the things that we cannot change in an anxious way. So I hope that if you're feeling anxious or depressed or scared, that might not be a place to turn. If you are feeling those things, though, a place to turn is someone you love. Call a loved one, call me, call someone in the church, pick up the phone. Over the next days, we'll be calling you, myself, and leadership of the parish just to check to see how you're doing. But you don't have to wait for us to call you. Before I wrap up this quick video, though, I do want to tell you about two things that we're doing over the next few days. Three things. The first one is after church tomorrow. If you are at the 10 o'clock service, and you do need help with some assistance in technology, because we will be turning to things like YouTube and Facebook, and particularly Zoom, over the next few weeks to stay in touch. Bring your laptop or cell phone or tablet, iPad with you, and we'll set you up with how to access the sermons, how to access the website, and how to access Zoom, because that's going to be really important moving forward. Speaking of Zoom, at 7 o'clock Sunday evening, instead of the book study that we've been having for our Lenten book study, How the Light Gets In, I'm going to host an online town hall. I don't know who will come. I don't know if anyone will come, but I want to just keep it open. If you have questions or concerns, or just want to share how you're doing, if you're scared. I know there's a lot of indirect impact that this virus is having on folks, from loved ones not being able to enter the country to not being able to see loved ones in nursing homes. It's all over the gambit. So at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, a link will be going out about how you can access Zoom for us to have just a conversation online for about an hour. So I hope you can join us there. The third thing that's happening, there's going to be an email that goes out. I know many will be able to complete the survey and many won't, but we've created a way to catalog our gifts and needs in this time of crisis and need. So if you get the email, it's a quick link to a Google survey. If you're someone who finds yourself with means during times like this, there's a list of things that you can check off that you can offer those who are in need. If you are someone in need, if you need particularly extra care or other things in times of crisis, not just now, but blizzards, blackouts, you name it, there's a space for that too. And we know that there are some folks who can't access the internet or don't feel comfortable doing those surveys. We'll be contacting you in the next week or so to complete that too. This is something we probably should have had in a long time ago, but I think we're going to see many of the silver linings of this coronavirus, that we will be better prepared for this kind of thing in the future. So that's it for now. I continue to pray for you. I love you in this community, and I will see some of you at church tomorrow morning, and I look forward to speaking to the rest of you as the week goes on.